Tim Scott of South Carolina, the Senate's only Black Republican, calling the president's post the most racist thing I've seen out of this White House.
All right. Y'all know who I am. If you've been watching this show, y'all know who I am. And you know why you called me when Tim Scott started his bid for running for president of the United States. Because years before, in the first election when I didn't vote for Donald Trump, I said, Tim Scott is the guy that I voted for. I wrote him in on the ballot here in Tennessee as my candidate for the president of the United States as I'm looking at the political landscape and surveying what it is that America needs and the type of temperament and the type of wisdom that America needs, the opportunity zones that he had already created as a senator in South Carolina. I said to the people at the time, Tim Scott is a man that we need in America to be the president of the United States. Y'all didn't listen because he wasn't even running for president at the time. And I kept saying, Tim Scott. You would think that Tim Scott and I were actually boys. You would think that Tim Scott and I actually had conversations at the Margaret Maddox YMCA from time to time, but we do not. I don't even know the man, but I've been watching the man for a long time. And so when I said his name and I told Jason, my partner, and many of you, I voted for Tim Scott, you looked at me like I was crazy. You said, what would you? He's not even on the ballot. You're going to call, here you go, fear factor. You're going to cause us to lose the election. People like you who are voting for these no names that are out there to be president of the United States. And I told you at the time, I'm not voting for Donald Trump. He has not earned my trust. His character is deplorable. And I think he may actually be a snake in the grass because I don't think that he can actually do what it is that he says he can do. I may have been wrong about that. But I will say this in reference to his character. I don't think I was wrong about that. I don't think he has great character. And I don't think I need a lot of sound bites to prove that. We'll get to policy in just a little bit. So his boy, Tim Scott, who's a part of this administration, well, not Trump's administration, but Senator, he's got President Trump, I believe, on speed dial. By the way, you know what you just posted or what the White House posted or what the White House had up for about 12 hours? Yeah, that's not okay. Tim Scott, your daddy, had to come in and tell President Trump, hey man, you better settle down. Take this the hell off of the White House social media. What are you doing? And you know, President Trump never lost a battle. President Trump, who never said no. He had to listen. He had to listen. Oh, but I got more.